Piston is a thing that's really catching the gaming community at large off guard, and it's really created a lot of excitement. We're here talking about that today. But before we do, it's important that you understand how it is that Piston Wall came to be. It's based upon the modular computer, which is, I have one here. This is the earlier model. It's the X5A. You can buy it today. But we reimagined the whole personal computer, and what we did is we've removed one side here so you can easily see. Took the standard motherboard and shrunk it down and then broke it into 3 component pieces. And by doing that, it means that you can really easily upgrade or modify or update your computer. You don't have to be an engineer. You don't have to be, a geek, although we love geeks, right? We've had 65-year-old grandmas replace things like fans and stuff. It's really pretty simple to do. By doing this, it does a couple of things. One is that when new technology comes out, your computer is no longer at risk of being behind the game, because what you can do is you can replace a board instead of replacing the whole computer. And in fact, we will allow you to send your old board to us if it still works. We'll put it through quality assurance, quality testing, refurbish it, and put it back in the marketplace as a refurbed part. So that's green, right? It's good for the environment. It's good for you because we'll actually give you credit back.
Right.
And there are people where an older machine is fine, right? So why not do that? And the whole thing is also green from the standpoint that this initial machine is only 20 watts of power. So we have a new computer coming out in the second quarter called the 7A modular computer, or the X7A. Same chassis, but it's really a power user machine. It's got a quad-core processor, 3.2 gigahertz, got 8 gigs of RAM, it's got anywhere from 64 gigs of solid-state storage up to 1 terabyte of solid-state storage, all internal. It's got 3 monitors support natively, 384 graphics cores, and it runs at 50 watts. So Piston is based upon that. So Piston, what we're showing here is this. And the Piston gaming console, or the Piston console as we're calling it, PC, same type of thing. So it's quad-core processor, everything you need in an open gaming platform, but smaller and very energy efficient. First thing you want to do is you want to make sure it was smaller. Secondly, you want to make sure that it was upgradable, be very easy to do. You'd want to make sure that it was green, right? You wouldn't want to be sucking power out that you would need to dam to drive your computer. And you'd want to make it so it was as economical as possible. And at the end, our founder said, if I was going to reimagine the computer, what would I do? And it came down to fitting into not a flat box, but in more of a rectangular or square-shaped box. And there's a whole bunch of reasons why this makes sense. That's how it all kind of got started, is reimagining the computer.
So the styling, is there a specific reason for the concave sides?
Well, it actually makes it stronger. If you understand architecture, your readers and your viewers probably do, the curve there actually is stronger than just a square box. So you end up, when you push down on this with pressure, so for example on the web we have a video of a Dodge Ram 3500 truck driving over the top of one while it's running, and it actually pushes against and it helps actually support it. It's why they build bridges, right, with the arcs in them and everything. Because we use a x86 based processor, it means that pretty much any x86 based application or operating system can run on it. So we'll ship standard with Windows, but if you want to run Linux, you can. If you want to run Unix, you can. If you want to even run Android, we've run Android on our computers before. So that's part of this whole concept of being open, not setting barriers to say, as the user, you own content or license content or create content. You should decide how you use that content and how you access that content. You should have the control. It should not be the manufacturer who directs how you do that. Well, one of the things that we are giving a sneak peek about here at South by Southwest is what we are initially calling our user interface, our user experience. It's designed to allow the user to come in and define how it is that they access and use all of that content. So If you want to be in Windows, you can be in Windows. If you want to be playing games, you can be playing games. If you want to be listening to music on a Spotify or on an iTunes or on a Pandora, you can do that. You define that. You can design the colors and all that. It really is designed to give control back to the user and then allow them to access all the content that they either own or they have access on the web or elsewhere. The decision about how consoles fare in the future is really going to be driven by, not by the manufacturers, by the customers, by the gamers. And so they'll be the ultimate decision makers. We just believe that if you have consoles over here, gaming rigs over here, there are strengths here and there are strengths here, but there are also weaknesses on the other side. We think there's this common ground in the middle where there's an opportunity for a new thing. We call it the PC. It's the Piston console. It's this box. It's in the middle. The strengths of this and the strengths of this brought together into one box.
Well, hey,
Doug, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a great South by Southwest.
Thank you. We are so far, and you guys too.